Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a second-year PhD student in History and African American Studies at Yale, and today I have so much work to do. I just got back from a weekend in DC with Sarah. I had so much fun, though it was a whirlwind. It went by way too quickly, and now it is time to get back to work. I have my urban ethnography class, which is at 11:30. I have a client meeting at 10. I have some client documents I need to review before, some readings I need to get done. We're onboarding a new employee this week, potentially 2 new employees this week, so I need to get all the contracts and everything sent out and that sorted, and then I need to get a bunch of brand deal stuff sorted with my manager Natalie and Kayla. I also have a massive errand list. I need to pick up my prescriptions, I need to go take something to the post office, go to the dry cleaners, go get something printed. I just have so many different things on my plate. Additionally, we are going through a little bit of a change up in my apartment. It's not that big of a deal, but I bought some of the pieces that I'm going to be using in my new apartment, and they ended up coming a little bit early. And so I'm gonna set them up in here and actually sell the pieces that I am no longer going to be keeping. For example, I got a rug gifted to me by Ruggable, and I'll be showing you guys a little bit more about that later. You saw it be dragged into my apartment earlier. It is a very big box, and I will get it all arranged later this afternoon when I have a little bit more time. I also got some new prints. Those should be arriving tomorrow. I bought the digital art on Etsy, and then I'm getting them printed through CVS. So lots of things going on this week. We've got apartment updates. It's technically my 3rd week of classes, but this is the first time I'm actually going to this particular urban ethnography class in person, and a lot of big changes coming to Accepted. We are expanding the team very rapidly. The month of August was absolutely bonkers, and I will have you know that I have now hired someone who's going to be helping with clinical psychology. I also hired an admin who's going to be helping me with a lot of my own stuff, and that's going to take a lot off of my plate because right now I really need to be focusing on school and on the clients that I do have, and a little less on the admin side of things. It just takes up a lot of time. So I hired, and I'm really excited to get these girls going. And then I'm also having an interview with another potential hire on Tuesday, and she might fill the role for social science. She is in communications, and I am hoping that that works out. So I am currently going through every process of trying to get things sorted. After a weekend away, it feels a little chaotic to be starting on a Monday, but we're gonna go get right to it, and I'm gonna take you along for this absolutely crazy week in my life. I got all of my reading done for the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and roll out my new rug and place it here. I just need to take the other one out. I'm gonna sell it, but Moo is over there on the couch, and I'm unfortunately going to have to disturb her. I did it. This is my new rug. It's this beautiful sage green, and this is the setup. I need to change out the art, but I just absolutely love it. Just going for a very different look now. What do you think, Moo? My camera died right as I was talking, so I switched the batteries. But the best thing about these rugs from Ruggable is that you can actually wash them, and I really wanted that, especially because obviously I have Pupper, and I am just generally a very, how do I put it, clumsy person, and I drop things on the carpet a lot. And I have to say, having the mat underneath it makes it so cushy and soft. to walk on. It looks so good, and I can't wait to have the matching artwork. As I've said in previous vlogs, when I move apartments next month, I'm just kind of revamping the general look of my apartment, and I am not changing a ton. I still have the same furniture. The only thing I'm gonna be buying is like a new console because I don't have one in this apartment for my TV. I just actually got off my client call. My camera died and then I immediately had to jump on this call. So I finished up with my clients. I have class in about an hour, so I'm gonna sit here and get a little bit of reading done for later and then walk over to class. This is the first time that I'll be in this class in person, and it's going to be, I think, in the same building as the AFAM department, which I've never actually been able to visit because when I came for Visiting Students Weekend, it was for the history department. Now I can actually go in, and that's really exciting. So that's my little update. I'm really excited about my new rug and the new look to my apartment. I love the color green, and I am glad that I can finally kind of incorporate it more into my space because I really liked the kind of like pink tones and all of that, but it's not very me. Very girly, which is great for everybody else that really loves pink. It's just not really my thing. And so I'm excited to have an apartment that looks as Anne of Green Gables as it possibly can.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep?
Feels extra strange to be vlogging in public, but I just got out of my urban ethnography class and I have thoughts. I'm very stressed. I think I'm like, it's predetermined that I'm just a stressed out person, and everybody's telling me to take this class very relaxed and that the paper is super easy. And you're supposed to like write a paper on the project, but I'm very confused and I'm a little lost. There's no syllabus, and now I'm walking and there's like people staring, and normally I just feel weird vlogging on campus. But anyway, I'm trying, I'm doing it, I'm doing the thing. And now I'm gonna go home and try to get work done. So as I was saying, as I got embarrassed by being out around people, is that I have this urban ethnography workshop, and the professor is one of the best at Yale, and I'm very excited for the course. However, I've never taken a social science course before, and I feel very out of my depth. To my knowledge, the essential assignment of the class is to attend the class, attend the workshops, participate, and then write a paper. However, there are no guidelines and there's no syllabus for said final paper, and so I am monumentally confused as to what I'm supposed to write about. He said something along the lines of like, write about a status update on your current research, but my current research doesn't involve ethnography, and so I don't know what I'm supposed to write this paper on. I am trying to turn a new leaf, everyone, and I'm trying my best to write drafts of my papers before they are due, because I have noticed in my writing that the beginnings of my papers are great, but then I tend to run out of steam by the time I write my conclusion. And so I'm trying to rectify the situation by planning ahead a little bit better. And I am confused on how it is I'm supposed to do that when I don't entirely know how to write a paper for the said class. So that's where we're at the moment. I'm back home. I'm exhausted and I'm hungry. And we've got Miss Moo here. I feel very antsy and very like stressed about this class, even though I know I shouldn't be. But the classes that have the least structure are always the ones that stress me out the most. That's the update. That's what happened. I'm really excited for the class because I really like all the people that are in the class. It's a really interesting mix of people that are in sociology, but also in other departments. East Asian Studies is one, and musicology is another. And there's an exchange student from UCL. So it's a good mix of people, and I think it should be an interesting course. However, I'm confused. I'm gonna go ahead and just decompress for a minute and then get back to work. I don't feel super tired, but I have a lot of reading and things I need to be doing. So that's my update. I am sitting here at my desk getting some work done after honestly having a very unproductive afternoon, which was very unfortunate and really dumb of me because I have a mountain of work to do. I have this entire list of things that I need to do this week, and documents that need to be reviewed, readings that need to be done, grant research that needs to be completed. I'm gonna start trying to write the first draft of my final paper for American legal history. I need to start looking at some archives. I'm just stressed. Gonna make it happen. I have to get up in the morning and get ready and go over to the Graduate Hotel and shoot some content for them, and then come back. I have client calls. I have one client call, and then I have class, a meeting, and another class. From there, I have another meeting, and then the rest of the day is just work. So I have my little sticky note. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that when I'm really stressed out, I have to make a bunch of lists. And one way that I break it up is that I write myself a little sticky note of the things that need to be done today. All this other stuff can just wait. It's really overwhelming to see how big the list is. I'm just gonna focus on this one thing. And I have my necessary cup of tea to help get me by. And we're gonna figure it out. Start with task number 1, work our way down the list. But I did, in my defense, get a lot done. I got everything on my to-do list done. I got ahead on the readings. I feel prepared for class tomorrow. I got the essay guide out to Katie. I reviewed the client documents that I needed to. I looked over the work for Alani. I edited a vlog, got it up. I'm going to feel like death tomorrow, I am certain, but I feel really pumped. I got a lot done. I feel really good about it. The readings are really fascinating for tomorrow. I'm interested to see how the discussion goes, so I'm gonna wait to tell you about it tomorrow when I have slept. And also, so I don't repeat myself, because I just edited a vlog and I tend to be very repetitive and I end up having to cut a lot of it out. So for the sake of not being repetitive, I will tell you what my readings are about tomorrow after I've discussed with them, with my classmates and my professor in class. So good night all. I will see you tomorrow.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest.
I am back from one of the best days ever. I had a meeting with someone who's going to be sitting on my comprehensive exam committee and discussed some of my research opportunities, and I am just really excited. I have been looking for someone that would fit this one area of my research and help me with the kind of gender dynamics of my project, and I think I finally found a good fit, or at least a good starter. I'm gonna do an independent reading course with her next semester. So happy. And I went to my class. We talked about the origins of corporate law and public versus private charters, and it was completely lost on me. All the law students have taken contracts, have taken property, and so I felt a little out of my depth, but really great class nonetheless. Went over to the graduate, shot some content for them, did my Instagram stories, went ahead and grabbed a poke bowl on the way home since it was on the way. And now I'm gonna sit here and just enjoy a little bit of rest. My new prints came in, so I will show those to you in a little while. But right now I really just need to sit here, watch Gilmore Girls, and eat my poke bowl and just relax for a second because my back is killing me after shooting content and sitting in terrible chairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a break, and then I'll check in with you all in a little while.
Okay. Before the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Back after an hour and a half nap. I needed a little refresh. I stayed up very late last night, as you saw, and I was just in need of some sleep. I could definitely just go to bed right now. It's about 7, but got work to do. We have readings to do, we have client documents to review, I have some content I need to get out for various brand deals, so no rest for the wicked. Gotta keep on rolling. But as you saw, I put up my new artwork and I am obsessed with it. So my whole living room is now officially complete with the look that I was going for. Now I am going to go ahead and drink a ton of water because I feel really dehydrated, and then I am going to get a bit of reading done. I'm still very tired, but it's been a very good day. I know, but I have to work now. Today's not done yet. You have 3 different places you can lay down. There's a bed, there's a basket, and there's the couch. I have to work now. Moo is not having it. She does not want me to be working right now. She either wants to be in my lap or she wants me to be on the couch. I love you. I'm so sorry I have to go to school all day. You must be so lonely now. My little child. Wednesday. I woke up this morning and turned on some music and got this day started. I took Moo for a walk and made a cup of coffee, and now it is time to get on to some client calls. I have no groceries, so I ordered some last night, but it's not arriving until this afternoon, so breakfast will not be had this morning. I am a little hungry and I thought about going out and getting food, and I thought, you know what, that is not in the budget. That is not in the budget, so therefore we cannot do that. So here we are, and I'm hungry, but I will wait until I make lunch. I have 4 or 5 back-to-back consultations and mentor calls today. Then I have the accountability workshop. Today I am focusing pretty much solely on my clients in the morning and then school in the afternoon. This afternoon it is absolutely dedicated to readings, grant research, and pulling together some ideas for my comprehensive exam lists. I have a stack of books over here that I want to incorporate into my reading list, and I have a lot in my mind. My brain is just overfilled. But I stayed up very late last night, as you all saw, as per usual. But I normally wake up the next day feeling groggy and not enthusiastic to start the day. But I have made the decision that today we are gonna have a good day. We're gonna get rolling, we're gonna get a lot of work done. And this coffee is going to be my best friend. So let's get right into it. Lots to get done, but we're gonna have a good day. All right, so my groceries got delivered. I got 3 dozen eggs. I go through eggs very quickly, and this is a big stock up. Got 2 containers of cottage cheese, 2 of these Icelandic yogurts, some mozzarella that I'm gonna pair with the heirloom tomato for a little salad. Got some Parmesan cheese that I'm gonna use with the grits and the corn to make some shrimp and grits. Shrimp is right here. Crushed pineapple, pumpkin puree. I'm going to be using this for moo. Some granola, celery, spinach, some blackening spice for the shrimp, cashews, peaches, a bell pepper, some pears, cucumber, lemons, and soy milk, and then regular milk for the shrimp and grits. So that is everything that I got. Currently running the accountability workshop, just gonna throw these into the fridge and get some reading done. Is now done, and I'm gonna go ahead and just sit on my couch. I have the cord on my iPad and do some more reading. I am working through the readings on American legal history currently, and at the moment we're looking at the kind of transition away from the use of common law in the late 18th, early 19th century, and the move towards kind of privatization and competition among various businesses and right to property and all of those things. It's very confusing as somebody who doesn't have professional legal training yet. I took common law when I was at Cambridge as an undergrad, and I took criminal law, but I have not actually studied it in the American legal system other than some random classes here and there. So this is very foreign to me. But I'm gonna sit here working on my iPad, do a little bit of reading. We've got Miss Moo on her blanket, as per usual. I got quite a bit of reading done during the accountability workshop, and we are gonna add some more dates very soon because Chanel, my new administrative intern, starts today, and we're gonna go do her onboarding process tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to train her up so that way she can also run some of the accountability workshops, in which case the hope is then that she'll be able to run some, so that way we can offer more during the week. So that is the current situation. I'll check in with you all in a little while and let you know how it goes. With Miss Dr. Danielle Lawson. And I am reading up on the theory of contracts. If my face says anything, I am not enjoying myself. I am not having a good time. But I am listening to a Jane Austen soundtrack. I am drinking tea from a cute teacup. I'm here on Zoom with my friend. And so I am trying to make this as enjoyable as physically possible because this is hurting my brain. Don't understand. We're talking about the 19th century turn in contractual agreements and the move away from this concept of objective value and looking at contracts as not necessarily the equitable value of a good or of a piece of property, but simply that the contract lays out an agreement that both parties have willed into existence. I don't know what this means. I'm confused. And I'm gonna be in a class with a bunch of law students tomorrow who have taken property, who have taken contracts, and are going to know how to discuss these things. And I can only tell you what I know about 18th century social history and politics. That's where we're at the moment. And to be fair, my actual knowledge on political economy is obviously lacking because I don't understand the language within this. But I'm sitting here trying to figure it out and trying to make this experience as painless as it possibly can be, which probably means I need snacks. But that's where we're at. That's my update. It's around 9 p.m. at the moment. I'm gonna work for a couple hours and then head to bed. Tomorrow I only have classes, so I will be working in the morning on some readings, going to seminar, going to the library, and then going to another seminar. But I will see you all in the morning. Happy Thursday. I am up this morning, getting straight to work. I've got my rose latte in hand, made up a little bit of breakfast. I just made some scrambled eggs and some sliced peaches, and now I'm gonna jump straight into my reading for the day. Today is a school day, which means that I break up my days based on various tasks. So there's certain days where I focus on stuff for accepted. There's pretty much, I always do a little bit of schoolwork every day, but there's some days where I focus primarily on accepted, some days that I focus primarily on coding or YouTube, and then there are days, especially like today, where I have class where I will just focus on class. Sometimes there are exceptions I have to make because of certain clients that I have to meet before or after class, but I try to keep the days that I am in class free and open to just focus on school. It is a slightly rainy and dreary day outside, but it's getting cooler, which means that fall is upon us, which I'm very excited about. Technically my birthday, which is next week, is on, I think it's like the last day of summer technically. So I'm looking forward to that for various reasons. One, because it's my birthday, but two, because that means that it's fall. So anyway, I'm gonna quit ranting now and jump straight into all the work that needs to be done. And then I have class at 11:30 for documentary studies, and then I have my class of law school at 2, and then I need to run some errands and then get back here, and there's a Gilder Lehrman Center talk tonight about the descendants of the slaves who built Yale. And it's a project that's been going on for about a year now, and it's been run by David Blight, as well as some of the other professors in the history department. So I'm gonna go to that. It's online, but I want to attend just to see how the project's going and hear a little bit more about it. And that is my day. So I'm gonna take you guys along. I hope you're all having a good one. Let's go ahead and get right into it.